Hello, everyone. I'm on a cut right now, and the only thing keeping me sane is fantasy football and this lime cucumber Gatorade Zero. If y'all have a problem with it, fight me.
That's my line.
That's my line.
That's my line. That's my line.
I'm glad Nick got the reference. Right.
Wait, what
Studs
was
and
it?
duds. But you don't know that
The Ric Flair one?
I probably do, but I got epilepsy.
Ric Flair and Jay Lethal and TNA. That's my line.
Yeah.
Anyways,
That's my purse.
let's talk studs and duds of week 2, boys, shall we?
Jonathan Taylor was definitely a dud again, but he's going to
Yeah.
be fine because he's Jonathan Taylor. As well will Michael Pittman. So
Yeah. What about a stud, James Robinson? Let's talk running backs since we're already here. James
I've
Robinson.
been right about James Robinson from the start. I told everybody he was going to be the true number one over there, and I would just like to continue to announce that I was right.
Yeah. What about RB4, Clyde Edwards-Helaire?
I told everybody I thought this was going to be his year as well. He was going to have a good year.
He's not as injured.
As well as I did Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders didn't have that great of a week, but
I do want to say a dud. I knew that was going to happen. Was Michael Carter of the Jets. When I saw him on ESPN talking about if you don't play him in fantasy, you're going to regret it. I regretted playing you for that.
Yeah.
Because you did nothing this week.
Oh,
yeah. That's usually how that goes. Let's talk about the real stud who made me mad as fuck because he ran all over my Houston Texans, Khalil Herbert.
What a stud he is, too. Available in a lot of leagues as well.
Came in out of nowhere because Montgomery got hurt. So
he's rostered in 50% of sleeper leagues, which is the true fantasy football app. And he's only 14% started. Yeah, he kind of killed y'all. Yeah. And for people who may have just traded for David Montgomery or for whatever reason, and need a running back now, Khalil Herbert should be the pickup of the week.
Don't feel bad. He's projected to play this week somehow. I don't get it. I doubt he plays, but
Sterling Shepard's projected to play too. So
yeah, that was dumb. They had projection on Sterling Shepard. I'm like, bro, we got Carr off the field. Like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah.
Who's running these apps?
Crazy.
Cam Akers got a touchdown, and so did Ezekiel Elliott. Two people that I didn't think were going to get one this whole season.
Yeah, Calvin. Ezekiel Elliott got a touchdown. If y'all don't know, I just traded for Zeke in one of my leagues, which is actually our SLG league. I played Calvin, and Ezekiel Elliott got a touchdown and made me 3-0.
And I left Derrick Henry on the bench.
Yeah.
And it should have been the easiest win of my life because I was up like 60 after the noon games. But then Aaron Jones and not Austin Eckler. My RB2 for whatever reason got a combined 9 points. So that's super freaking fun.
Looks like my team, man.
So happy about that. Anyways, so I got a question for y'all because we're talking about studs and we're talking about duds. And somebody that was drafted like ADP 95 was Jamal Williams, and he's the sixth ranked running back right now in like almost all leagues. He's just been vulturing touchdowns. Yeah. Like, are you playing him every week? I mean, I feel like you have to at this point.
I feel like you're really going to have to for the next couple of weeks at least.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously moving forward with DeAndre Swift being hurt, but I'm saying past that, when he comes back, are you still doing? I mean, if you got both, are you running both?
I wouldn't run both. I think it's kind of one of those AJ Dillon, Aaron Jones situations right now where it's a kind of Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb type thing too. You know, like you got two really good running backs. You can work with both of them. You might as well do what you can. I think it's a safe play to do either one.
I mean, they pretty much said Swift's going to be out until like late October.
Yeah.
So if that's
at least the next 2 weeks, and then yeah.
So I mean, you have a guy that's going to put up numbers, as we saw last year when Swift went down. Williams 8, and then he would vulture even when he came back.
Yeah.
So it's like the Pollard situation. I mean, Pollard can blow up or at any point, and that's what he is.
He didn't do it this week though.
Leonard Fournette, are you guys trading him?
I don't know that I would trade him just yet, but I will also say he's definitely someone you could buy really cheap at the moment.
I think I'm going
You
to
would trade for him.
I think I would.
Well, yes, I would trade for him. If I have him personally, I'm going to keep him. But knowing he's Leonard Fournette and he plays over there, he's going to be able to be bought really low right now. I'm definitely trying to trade for him.
I think it varies. Like if I have Michael Carter or like the what's his name, Edmonds from Miami.
Chase Edmonds.
Like, I think I would try to get a Leonard Fournette. I know he's going to get a lot of more red zones. For those two teams, I feel those are teams where I don't know who the hell the running back is every week. Whereas I know Fournette's the running back over there.
Yeah, so, like right now, Nick and I, for anyone that don't know, are from Houston, our hometown team, Houston Texans. Yeah. I have Dameon Pierce in a few of my leagues. I'm possibly thinking about trying to sell him pretty high at the moment. He had a pretty decent game last week, got his first touchdown. I had a few trades that were, requesting him in it. So at the moment, I'm kind of thinking I might try and sell high on him, see what I can get.
Yeah. Any other running backs you guys want to touch on? Actually, real quick, Dalvin Cook, trading or keeping?
He's a stash right now, I think. Madison for sure is a go pick up as soon as you can.
Yeah.
Also, I want to talk Alvin Kamara. Do you trade Alvin Kamara?
No.
I'm thinking about it, seeing what I can get. But I still think that he has something left in the tank. He's one of those players, I feel that if it's him or Austin Eckler right now, who I'm worried about, I'm not worried about Kamara as much as Austin Eckler right now.
Yeah. I can see that. Yeah.
So you're selling Kamara if possible? Or sorry, Eckler if possible? I'm sorry.
At this point, yeah. I mean, his team looks decimated right now. Herbert has a messed up rib. Keenan Allen has his hamstring injury, always has.
But that could also mean he's about to get a big workload.
If Herbert keeps playing, yes. I mean, depending on what he does against my Texans this week, if he doesn't eat this week, then something's wrong.
That and Sony Michel needs to stop vulturing carries from him. So
yeah.
Anybody else running back wise? Otherwise, we can talk about the very short list of quarterback position real quick.
The very last one I want to say is definitely Derrick Henry. If y'all didn't watch our trade video, we went in depth on that, so we shouldn't have to touch on it.
And we called the fact that he was going to blow up week 3.
We'll see what he does.
Probably will be back to form week 4. We'll see moving forward.
Yeah, I do.
Start him if you have him.
Yes.
Please. Sorry. Go ahead.
No. I agree. I mean, I traded him in 2 leagues, but the surprising one for a flex, I feel, is J.D. McKissick. He's probably the only one on the Commanders team last week that had a decent game.
Yeah.
But the good news is for anybody that drafted Brian Robinson Jr., he was running routes last week.
I told y'all week 5, baby.
Hold him, keep him. He's coming for that spot.
Yep.
He's going to be a nice addition.
I told him that. I don't know. I told him week 5.
All right. Quarterbacks.
Yeah. Shout out to Lamar Jackson, who, in my opinion, is probably the MVP candidate or favorite right now.
Yep. He's playing for a check. That's what it is. I don't blame him.
Tua, quarterback 5.
I don't want to talk about LeBron James Jr., okay? Fucking pussy gonna let somebody push him a little bit and fling himself on the ground, give himself a concussion. Fuck that, man.
Okay, fair enough.
Hey, y'all can if I had Tua, I would trade him away just for that right now.
Tua, I mean, he looks injured. They said his ankle and everything. I think he's playing still. I mean, they're gonna run with him until the wheels fall off, it seems.
Yeah.
Seems like every team's doing that. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt for the weapons he has of Hill and Waddle. But I feel there's other – I mean, I'd pick probably Jalen Hurts over him at this point.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Man.
Now –
I kind of put Jalen Hurts over a few of them right now.
Like, the one that I have to, like, say, holy crap, he's actually been doing really good is Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
I was just going to say sunshine.
3 weeks consistently, like, has put up numbers. on a Chargers defense last week that is not terrible. I mean, they made them look bad. 38-10, I believe, was the score, and they just ate up. My boy Zay Jones got some plays too, guys.
Shut up, Nick. Josh Allen is continuing to be Josh Allen. He had 400 passing yards this week. Crazy. As well as Mahomes continuing to be Mahomes, all that stuff. Carson Wentz, first terrible game this season. He showed that he was Carson Wentz by getting sacked like 7 times.
9.
9?
9.
I would also like to say he showed that pretty much well last week too against the Eagles in prime time. But
he still had points last week though.
He still had points, but like 2 interceptions. I don't think he had a passing touchdown. Maybe he had 1. That's still not enough to win you any league. Or I mean, when you're talking about the quarterback position, if you don't have one of the top 5 premium spots, you're trying to get somebody who can just get you 15 to 20, somewhere in that range.
Yeah,
I don't know if I trust Kirk to give me that. Honestly,
I will say Marcus Mariota did exactly what I needed him to do. I did not win my league, but he got me a solid 17 points, I believe, off the top of my head.
Another surprise name, Jacoby Brissette, has been consistent with that team. I mean, he kind of proved it when he was with the Colts. He's that nice journeyman. He'll get you that nice 15 to 20. Don't expect no blowout game, but if you need that, I mean, I trust him right now over Jimmy Garoppolo. I trust him over Wentz.
You trust him over Kirk Cousins?
Yes.
Yeah.
The way he's been playing, dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Definitely. I trust Cooper Rush over freaking Kirk Cousins sometimes.
I think Cooper Rush should be the starting quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Changed my mind. Anyways, yeah.
Okay.
Just putting it out there.
I don't have Dak, so I'm fine with it.
That's true. Anything else quarterback-wise? Otherwise, we can move on to maybe the most important position so far this year, the wide receivers.
I'm good. Wide receivers it is.
Okay. Yeah. Stephon Diggs, number 1. I think a lot of people there's a group of people who knew that was going to be the case, but he had a down week this week. He wasn't that same guy. He had a considerable lead going into it, fantasy production-wise, but he's still wide receiver number 1. Shout out to Amon-Ra St. Brown for continuing to be him. Shout out to Jalen Waddle, Christian Kirk. I think the biggest name that's like rising up the board right now is Devonte Smith in Philly.
Yeah.
He's eating right now.
Yeah, so Devonte Smith, rookie of the year, man. Yeah. Who else is having good
Greg Dortch?
Yeah, Dortch.
Continues
right now.
Dude, he's consistently putting up numbers.
Yeah.
He's only in 18% of Yahoo leagues and 7% of ESPN leagues.
Shout out to CeeDee Lamb on the whack-ass Cowboys for that catch last night.
Go check out our Instagram if you want to see that.
Yes. His running mate Noah Brown's been doing good too with Cooper Rush. That's been I don't want to say security blanket, but that's been one of his favorite targets.
Shout out to you, Nick, because Curtis Samuel is a dog.
Boy.
And he has been producing. He is currently wide receiver 10 in most leagues.
The only thing with him is Carson Wentz is throwing to him. So I'm like, damn, but he's still eating a little bit. So I'm cool.
All right, so let's talk about Devonte Adams. Are you selling?
I think I might be sending out some trades in the SLG league, including him today.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Don't know for sure yet, but we will see.
His team is so difficult because you would think when they're losing, they would have garbage time and he would eat. But there's just so many people that are eating over there now. It's like, what in the hell? I think, what was the receiver? Mac Hollins, 8 up this week into everybody's fantasy team. He was the vulture for the whole thing. So
29.96.
Yep.
That team is like New England for me right now. I don't know who the hell to play, and I don't want to play any of you.
Yep. Mike Evans will be back this week.
Thank God.
Mike Evans for sure is gonna, he's gonna be great. Michael Pittman, like I said, he'll be fine. Don't worry about him yet. Michael Thomas, he'll be fine too as long as he's got a decent quarterback throwing to him.
It's true.
Yeah.
And Chris Olave, shout out to him for the big week. Both mid-range wide receivers, both decent. Shout out to AJ Brown and Marquise Brown for both being consistent. That's about all I got for wide receivers.
Yeah.
Christian Kirk has been bad this year.
Wide receiver 6.
And the one person I am going to probably trade because I am mad I have him in 2 leagues is DJ Moore. I thought Baker over there was going to at least help him get 10 points again. This dude is nothing. Weird. I'm packaging him with everything I have to get him off my team. He's in my DK Metcalf status right now.
I'm waiting for him to have a big week, and then I'll start throwing out grenade trades, trying to get something valuable back.
He's my third receiver, so I don't really care. But
I made a trade today. I traded Melvin Gordon for DK in a league because I had plenty of running backs, and somebody really needed a running back, and I was like, "Cool, give me DK." He's like, "I think you're underestimating DK over there with Gino," and I said, "No, I'm not. Don't worry." I was like, I'll buy him really low at the moment. So DK's being traded for Melvin Gordon straight up right now.
A backup running back,
which was AVP like 85, if I'm not mistaken, preseason.
This is that perfect week to go and get receivers.
This is the perfect week to go and get anyone right now.
Yeah.
Josh Allen
Allen
didn't have the greatest week. He threw for 400 yards, which was great, but he only had about He didn't have as many points as he should have.
Do you think Chris Godwin comes back this week?
No.
I don't.
Chris Godwin's gone at least 2 more.
I'm putting Dortch in his position. That's fine with me. Until DeAndre Hopkins comes back.
Yeah.
Which is a dog.
All right, let's move it over to the tight ends.
Shout out to Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
Dog. Shout out to David Njoku.
Yeah.
Hey, now he's Jacoby Brissett's security blanket. It looks like.
Fuck Cole Kmet.
Fuck Cole Kmet.
I don't.
Alvin said it. Wow, 3 weeks. It took him 3 weeks, but he's on our side finally.
For fantasy purposes, I mean, I just don't see how you can trust him still, even though he got points last week against my Texans. I mean, but it's also against my Texans.
Yeah. And
look at the way his quarterback's throwing. I mean, it's
what quarterback?
Well, I guess
he got a bona fide nobody out there.
I mean, it's true.
6 fantasy points on the season. He's averaging 2 points per game. I stuck up for you as long as I possibly could. I can't do it anymore.
Wait, who's averaging that?
Cole Kmet.
No, he got 6 points in 1 game. Get it right.
Don't care about over 3 weeks.
Don't care about the average. Don't care about the average. They said
sure, he has 2 scoreless games. That's fine.
During my Texans game, they said first reception of the year.
That's so ridiculously dumb. Shout out Zach Ertz, consistently great so far this year. Solid 8 to 12 points per game. Darren Waller has been right where I think most people expected him to be, somewhere around the tight end 5, tight end 6.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce?
Yeah, I mean, tight end 2. I feel like that one's not even one that we have to really talk about because it's just him.
Yeah.
Dallas Goedert did good.
Dallas Goedert did great.
If he wouldn't have got hurt, I felt he would have done more, but
I feel like Dallas Goedert is finally doing what we expected him to do.
Yeah.
There's nothing really else to say there. I mean, I'm glad to see he's finally eating, but that's about it, honestly. Yeah, I mean, Tyler Conklin, by the way. Shout out to you, Nick, because I remember you said that.
I blame Carson Wentz on my boy Logan Thomas. I watched that whole game because there was Philly fans in front of me and watching it. And
they weren't as annoying as I thought they were going to be.
No, they're actually pretty cool.
Only their kid.
Yeah.
But he wasn't even being annoying. He was just running around having a good time.
Yeah. It was, I don't know. I think, like, for sure, Logan Thomas, Evan Ingram, keep them on your bench. I'm not playing them this week. I mean, for nothing until I see. One person, though, I will say is Gerald Everett. I talked about him earlier. I think he's perfect to try to sell to somebody right now because I don't know what's going on with Herbert. I don't know if it gets worse or whatever. And if Herbert goes down, I don't know how he's going to do. And if you can get somebody else on your bench, if he's like your second tight end, go and try to get something for him because there's some people still running out Hunter Henry out here and shit.
Yeah, sadly.
Or try to trade him straight for Kyle Pitts if somebody's dumb enough to take that trade.
I was gonna try it because I'm sure somebody's still gonna try to trade Kyle Pitts, and I'll hold Kyle Pitts on the bench.
Yeah, Kyle Pitts finally got some production. 5 receptions for 87 yards.
Yeah, like in the SLG league, I have Kyle Pitts and Darren Waller. So
I would take Pitts off somebody's hands right now.
you want Kyle Pitts?
I feel a trade coming.
I'm always down for trades. As you know, I traded Derrick Henry in 2 leagues, so I'm always down for trade.
Nick's usually never down for trades with me, though.
No, I already did that trade, and I got Hunter Renfrow in concussion protocol, and I have somebody else that's not even playing anymore. So,
And then you traded Derrick Henry for David Montgomery and Damian Pierce.
See, look, Nick, it's not only me then.
No, that whole SLG league, I don't even want to talk about it. My whole team's injured. The whole team is injured.
You want Kyle Pitts in the SLG league?
At this point,
he about to trade for him and tear his ACL.
Trade me in that league is going to get hurt.
Yeah.
So, I mean, my whole team is injured. I'm playing backups. Literally, my whole bench is playing. It's not even a bye week for anybody. Like, I think my number 1 receiver is Dortch or some shit. Like,
all right, cool. If you made it to this point in the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you drop a comment down below. Let us know who you think the stud and dud of week 3 was. Yeah, and I guess we'll see you in the next one.
pay Lamar.
Nice.
Later.